Hey, and I am streaming. Not that anybody's watching, but that's cool. I I'm not sure which game I'm going to go through. Well, these are just pictures. Anyways, let's close that. What else we got here? Okay, that's the current deal. Alright, so what does that mean? Two playbacks. All the time. I just wonder if anybody even looks at this or something. No concurrent viewers, so evidently I'm not one of those. Here, let's pull this. And, okay. Let's go to the tweeters. And still thinking about going to Twitch if I can somehow get it to come over to here. Just because part of the reason for streaming on here was partly just so I could have a little extra content when I wasn't really like doing much. Anyways, let's go ahead and actually let's go to, there's GD Quest, by the way. Just search GD Quest. Mostly this guy uses Krita or Krita. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Krita. And Godot or Godot, and Blender, and probably some other things in here. I don't know. But about how to make games and stuff. See, how to sketch game assets. I need to look at some of this stuff. Anywho, you should go check them out. And let me go to my channel. Actually, let's go to my bookmark for my channel and copy link address. Tweet nightly stream happening. Stream happening. Not sure what I'm going to start playing tonight. New game to me. Let's just copy this. Copy tweet. And let's do it. Let's go ahead and you might as well. And you can't see it, but I am on IRC, so Internet Relay Chat. Most of my open channels are on Freenode, the ones that I join. And then I got one on Afternet, which is Ludum Dare, or Ludum Dare, like I always like to call it. So paste Hax or Hex or Haxy. I always thought it was Haxy, but you know. And the reason I'm looking off this side of my screen is because it's over there. It's my second monitor to my right, and that would be to your left, I believe. Yeah. I guess it's kind of dumb to do it in the Discords, even if they're just general off topic. I could just paste this and the Unity. Where is Armory General? Armory off topic. Oh, I'm already there. Paste. Oh, cool. Cool. Let's try there. I'm actually just going through my discords, and Discord's a little kind of unwieldy um, in comparison to, I guess, in general, in comparison to internet relay chat. Internet relay chat is just like text, so paste. Okay. J&M, Discord, and which one am I in? I'm in general chat. Paste. And just what the heck, right? I mean, what the heck? One concurrent viewer, 2 playbacks. I don't know what that means, but that's cool. Amazon Prime Day, which I'm not interested in. That's just, in fact, let's go ahead and turn this off again. Dang it. I wish I could just turn off. Here, actually, I have to reward settings. Or, not summary, settings. And then I have to disable it so that the ads don't pop up. Apparently I have 37.0 BAT, or basic attention tokens, which amounts to about $10. Ooh, big whoop. But whatever, every little bit helps, right? Okay, so let's see, what kind of game should I play tonight? Let's bring up the old. I'm going to primarily be doing adventure games. For those of you who don't know, I'm making an adventure game, so it's up my alley. It's partly so I can play games that I haven't played in a long time or have never played, and I purchased. So we will see. I actually got Steam. Actually, what do I have in Steam? Deponia. I'm actually playing Deponia on a Sunday stream. That must be all my games that I have. Interesting. I don't know. I don't seem to get many free Steam games. I do got some Humble Bundle stuff, I think. Then I got Epic. Let's see the library. Let's see my library. There's been a bunch of like free games coming up in the Epic store, so I've City of Brass. Why is City of Brass unavailable? Why is it even in there if it's unavailable? It must have been free for a short time, and I must have, I guess, not been able to do it. But it says install though on here. Become a daring thief in City of Brass, first-person action adventure from Bioshock, senior Bioshock developers. Interesting. Okay, I'm sure that's cool and all, but oops, let's go to library again. Enter the Gungeon. Bullet Hell Dungeon Crawler. That looks cool, but like I was saying, I'm doing like adventure games. This might be technically an adventure game. I don't know if this is a platform or what. Minimalistic micro strategy game with modern retro aesthetics and ambient soundtrack. Interesting. Looks cool. But oh, now it says install here. Last day of June. None of these are really like adventure games. Rhyme might be. I mean, it's 3D, but it looks pretty interesting. I like the aesthetic. It's like it's kind of cartoonish, sort of, but even though it's 3D, Has kind of the stylized look that makes it look like a almost like a cartoon, but not quite. Huh. Anyways, it looks cool, but even so. Okay, I just check in there. I'm still in the mode of the point and click 2D point and click adventure, even though my game is going to be in 3D. Uh, Maybe I should replay Order of the Thorn with my voices. That might be fun. But even though my adventure game is going to take place in a 3D space, or 3D space, 3D room, um, the sprites, the actual characters and certain things are going to be hand drawn animation, and the backgrounds are going to essentially be 3D rooms, low polygon rooms with hand painted textures to look made to look like a 2D cartoon. So when you see like a screenshot, it should look like a cartoon, it should look like a 2D point and click. But then when the camera moves, then you'll see the 3D-ness of it. Um, Oops, no, I don't want to play Shadow Warrior 2. Although it's kind of cool, I got it for free. Shadow Warrior 2 Deluxe Upgrade. Oh, you get to buy something with, huh? What? It doesn't really matter. It was free, so I got it. Unreal Gold. I actually bought Unreal Gold too. It was like a pack of Unreal stuff on Steam, like way back. But since this was free, I went ahead and got that too. So, Oxenfree looks kind of like an adventure, but I'm not ready for that kind of new of a thing here. Grim Fandango Remastered. I haven't played that in a while. In fact, somebody, I won't say who, took my copy. Or actually, what I did is I loaned it to them, and it evidently because a certain we'll say a certain relative of mine wanted to play it, and her mom didn't like it, so that's Grim Fandango. So they have it, but they never gave it back. Luckily, though, when I bought it, it was only like $10. It was it was like years later, several years later, and then I got Grim Fandango Remastered through. I'm not sure if this was on sale or if this was like a freebie or like through Humble Bundle or something. Can't remember now. Siberia is I guess technically it's a 3D adventure game. Yeah, nothing beats the classics. Shadow Warrior Classic Complete. I'll get there sometime. I don't know when, but I'll get there eventually. Okay. And there is Resonance. These are the ones I'm kind of like I never played Zack McCracken originally when it was out originally. I don't know if I didn't have a computer back then. Of course, this is like later, like an FM Towns version or something. I forget. Late '80s pixel graphics, because I remember it was an old. It was actually an old EGA or something. I forget now. And then this is like FM Towns version or like a VGA version or something. I don't remember exactly. Backups and goodies. Game backup, cloud saves, extra. Huh. Anyways, I never actually played Zack McCracken, so I got that one. That might be a good one to play. I mean, LucasArts or Lucasfilm Games, whatever it was back then. Let's see what I actually got. Pirates Gold. Rex Nebular and the Cosmic Genderbender. It sounds a little adult. The reason that I got this was because, like way back when, in fact, there was back in the late '80s, early '90s, there was um, a software store in Gresham, Oregon, called Software Pipeline, and they allowed you to rent games, and so you could get back basically you could get games. You could actually copy them. I think I'm not sure if copy protection or whatever. We just rented them and played them really, and and you rented them and you played them, and then you can take them back right in a few days. Eventually, Sierra Online, makers of King's Quest, Space Quest, Leisure Area, those ones, they eventually, I guess, pull out a lawsuit against Software Pipeline. Um, it might have even been more than just Software Pipeline. I know they were in it. It might have been more stores were trying to rent out games, and they were. I guess Sierra was losing money. I'm not sure, but you know, and then basically Software Pipeline kind of like ran out of business, somewhere along the '90s. And I always remember this Rex Nebula and the Cosmic Gender Bender because I thought it was goofy. And so when it was on sale, I grabbed it. But it's a little, just looking at some of the screenshots, it's a little adult in nature. And I'm sure it's not going to really bother me, because it's like late 80s, early 90s, um, you know, graphics. In fact, the graphics don't look good for even that good for even the time. It's got a kind of weird art style and stuff. But it's a little too adult for me to stream on the channel, I think. So I might just play it by myself, and then if I found it wasn't that bad, maybe I'd stream it. I don't know. But I guess kind of nobody cares because there's nobody here to see my streams. Hardly anybody watches my videos. I mean, eventually, I'm sure people will watch them because I'll eventually make some decent progress on my game, but until then, I have to just keep plugging away. Okay, so we got. Okay, so I'm not going to play that. Those are adventure games. Resonance. Resonance looks kind of interesting. Gemini Rue was pretty good. I mean, the story was pretty good. The repetitive stuff that you had to do, I don't mean repetitive locations, I just mean, like stepping on stuff and the awkward shooting mechanic thing and just certain things makes it not like the top thing. And again, also like the, the graphics. The graphics are kind of muddy, dirty, and it's supposed to be gritty and dark and blah, 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 but at the same time, it's also makes it, especially being in that low of a resolution, just doesn't make for a really beautiful thing to look at. The story was pretty cool though, and the voice acting was actually pretty top notch for being like an indie thing. I don't remember what Primordia is. Let's see. Set in post-apocalyptic world. Streamed with cast-off piece of machinery. Primordia tells the story of Horatio Nullbuilt, who finds his peaceful existence threatened when a rogue robot steals his power core, the sole source of energy fueling his ship and keeping him alive. To recover it, the robot and his companion Crispin must leave behind their idyllic home for Metropole, the city of glass and light. Their quest to reclaim what has been taken away will lead Horatio to unexpected discoveries about his origins and new understanding of humans who walked the earth before him. Puzzles that emphasize logical thinking and exploration rather than trial error, pointless backtracking, streamlined interface. 50 hand-drawn rooms. Let's see. Image. Is this like inspired by Machinarium or whatever? It doesn't really look like it, but I'm just saying. I think I have Machinarium on Humble Bundle, so I might have to get. That's an adventure game too. I applaud indies who want to like kind of like kind of stretch the thing a little bit about what kind of games are what, what how they look, and they want to go to new things, but at the same time, what it leads to is it leads to kind of like this boring, kind of yucky. We got to make it gritty, realistic, and blah blah blah. It's just like this image here. It's not beautiful to look at. It's the artwork is good. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying, or capable or whatever. I'm just saying it's not pleasant to look at. Like I wouldn't want to necessarily put this on my desktop or whatever. And it's not even that bad. The same thing with Gemini Rue. It just you know, um, I'd say go for a full 3D, first person, or it doesn't have to be first person, but you know what I mean, like full graphic everything uh, for these kind of games that you want to do, because otherwise, because those are realism. You try to do realism like a 3D game, right? And it's fine. But in a point and click, especially if you're trying to um, do a like an old school kind of retro adventure game, you need something with a little bit more color, a little bit more punch, a little bit lighter. I mean, physically, visually lighter, not dark grays and blacks and stuff. It doesn't have to be super bright colors, but it has to be interesting and nice to look at. I want to be able to nice look at them. Okay, so Blackwell. I actually played a demo of one of the Blackwell games back in the day, and see, like this is fine, even though it's dealing with like the supernatural and it's set placed mostly at night and stuff. These graphics are actually not bad to look at. They're kind of normal, They look pretty good actually. And this is a detective. He's a supernatural ghost, and he's a detective. And you think that's dark on dark, but it actually looks pretty cool. And you could still have like a serious storyline and stuff like this. So I don't see why you have to actually do like this gritty dark. And anyways, I know I'm kind of just wasting time here. I'm not really wasting time on purpose. I'm kind of going through stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what I should play next. Blackwell Legacy, Blackwell and Blackwell Convergence, Blackwell Deception. I wonder what order these are in. I think Blackwell Convergence. Rosangela Blackwell, embittered writer, just found out she's a medium, and it's her mission, whether she likes it or not, to assist tormented spirits investigate supernatural goings on. She is assisted by the sardonic Joey Malone, a ghost from the 1930s. In the Blackwell Legacy, your introducer Rosangela, she meets. Oh, huh. So Blackwell Legacy, maybe that's the first one. She meets for the first time and is called upon to investigate. Seemingly okay. Set the background for Blackwell Unbound, Blackwell Convergence. What have you investigating a film premiere? And last but not least, in Blackwell Deception. Okay, see, the Blackwell bundle includes the first 4 episodes: Legacy, Unbound, Convergence, and Deception. The first 4 episodes, does that mean that there's more Blackwell games? And are these chapters, or are these just each their own story? Anyways, so we got so I guess Legacy is the one I need to look first if I do the Blackwell games. Blackwell. Okay, so it's the same description, right? Blackwell Legacy, Blackwell Unbound, Blackwell Convergence, and Blackwell Deception. So, if that's the way that they're Blackwell Legacy, Unbound, Convergence, Deception, okay. Now we have Simon the Sorcerer, and I never got to play these games. I'm not sure if they were actually even on sale in the US back in the 80s or 90s when this was out. Um, but this looks pretty cool. I've never played these, so I like some of the artwork pretty good here. Hmm. I like the old, 8-bit artwork, or 256 color, or some cases 16 color are pretty cool. But I like this old school stuff. Some things that kids shouldn't have to put up with. Being transported to some weird dimensions full of goblins, dwarves, swamplings, stupid wizards, and sleeping giants is definitely one of them. When Simon discovers the tuneless bard, the repulsive Rapunzel, and a pair of demons with a serious attitude problem, it could just prove to be one cliche too far. With the Nobel Prize for attempted humor and puzzles so fiendish, you'll certainly need help from the wise owl. Simon the Sorcerer is guaranteed to provide a distraction from the drudgery of modern life. You can choose between subtitled and full talkie version of the game. Awesome. Funniest fantasy adventure game ever created. Crazy yet logical puzzles, countless references to popular fantasy works. And this is cool. This is British, of course. English. I think it's British. Anyways, so definitely a little bit different kind of humor than than what we do over here, or did, or whatever you want to say it. But I like classic Doctor Who, and classic I mean up until Sylvester McCoy. The favorite Doctor Who being, of course, Tom Baker. My personal favorite was, well, I guess could kind of still be considered, was Colin Baker, actually. But actually, that's not true, because Tom Baker was my favorite also, like everybody else's. But I really liked Colin Baker's ones, even though he got short shifted in what, 1985, I guess. But I liked him because he was different. His character was different. His character was arrogant. And normally you don't like arrogant characters, but in Doctor Who it kind of works. And so because Doctor Who is kind of arrogant anyways, in a way, sort of arrogant, not really, but sort of, because he's like different than humans, right? Anyways, now we also got Tex Murphy, right? And I went ahead and got those. I don't know if I got the last Tex Murphy. I must have gotten. No, this must be all of them, I think. Huh. That's interesting. Let's do something real quick. I might not even get to actually. I might not even get to actually playing today, but Tex Murphy. Okay. Series of adventure games designed by Chris Jones. The eponymous main character is portrayed by live action by Chris Jones himself. He's characterized down as like private investigator in post-nuclear future San Francisco, borrowing tropes from both film noir and cyberpunk genres. So we got, Mean Streets, Martian Memorandum, Under a Killing Moon, Pandora Directive, Tex Murphy Overseer. Oh, I don't have the Tesla effect, and of course, Poison Pond must be a new one. Sixth game in the series and true sequel to the Pandora Directive. It continues in the style of previous titles, making heavy use of live-action FMV as well as first-person or exploration. Returns the series of Chandler Avenue and features many of the same characters and locations featured in Under Killing Moon and Pandora Directive. Okay, multiple paths and endings. Poison Pond will be the seventh in the series. Originally began as a fan-made remake of the fifth title in the Tex Murphy series, Overseer, in its development, sanctioned by Big Finish Games in early 2015. However, due to increased traction in the game's development, as well as significant technological advancements, the project evolved into an official canon continuation of the Tex Murphy series. The development team was streamlined and partnered with the series owner, Big Fish Games. Aaron Connor, series writer, has come on board, writing all new content for the game that will continue directly after the event of Tesla Effect, taking place in the year 2015. While the foundation of the game's story is still centered around the Overseer plot, Tex, with the assistance of Saint Germain, will visit various parts of all the prior cases in order to decipher his true past and prepare him for an uncertain future. First, the Poison Pawn refers to the original titles given to Overseer before a name change was decided internally prior to its 1998 release. Alright. Okay. Radio theater. When the plans for a new game fell through, Chris Jones and Aaron Connors produced a series of audio dramas in 2001 to continue the storyline. The radio theater stars several of the original characters and voices from the games, including Jones' Tex Murphy. They were financed out of pocket by the creators and released for free as digital downloads. These episodes continue to be available through the unofficial Tex Murphy website. A series of 6 more episodes have been announced to accompany the upcoming Project Fedora as a reward for qualifying backers. Interesting. History. Shortly after the release of Overseer 98, Access Software was sold to Microsoft. By this point in time, the adventure game genre was in sharp decline. Microsoft was interested. Several Tex Murphy games were proposed during this, never produced. Later sold to Take-Two Interactive, closed down in 2006. 2007, series leads formed a new studio, Big Finish Games, in Salt Lake City. And by 2009, it reacquired the rights to the series. Connors declared his optimism in the community, stating, "I no longer think Tex's return is an if, but when." Big Finish updated the main page of their site. Okay, Project Fedora as a future release. Okay. Good Old Games released the first 3 games. The collection of Tex Murphy games were re-released on Steam. Okay. 2012 announced a Kickstarter campaign, Project Fedora. Launched with a goal of $450,000 to be supplemented by an additional $300,000 from Big Finish. Goals met on June 7th. Eventually raised $657,000, including PayPal donations. Production game began in 2012. The game's official name was revealed as Tesla Effect. 2016. Okay. So now that I've thoroughly bored you, and well, I'm just kind of burning daylight here, burning night light or something. Okay, so Overseer. Actually, let's go back to. Actually, here, let's see something here. If I type in Tex Murphy. There we go. Okay, so Overseer. Okay, Overseer was the last one, right? Under Killing Moon, Pandora Directive, Overseer. And then, of course, Tesla Effect is a new one, which I don't believe I have. Quest for Glories. I actually started playing Quest for Glory. I actually started playing Mean Streets as well. And somehow stopped, for whatever reason. And so now I have to start all over again. Tales of Monkey Island I actually played. Kyrandia games I actually played. I could play them over again, though, I suppose. Fly the Amazon Queen was an indie, if I remember right, originally, and I've never played it, so maybe. What else we got? Some of these Ultima ones. Treasure Adventure Game, Fallout, Wing Commander, Lure of the Temptress, Beneath the Still Sky, which I did actually play, Teen Agent, which I started to play. I don't know if I finished that or not. I think I might have finished it, maybe. What else do I got here? Odd World, right? Mean Streets and Martian Memorandum. Martian Memorandum was a game that I had rented from Software Pipeline. Anyways, so the question is, which game should I play? Okay, so, alright. So, apparently I can just do anything here and nobody's gonna watch and it doesn't really matter. So, I guess I can just choose the game I want to play. Oh yeah, of course I got Toonstruck, which is also a game that I always saw in stores but never actually got to play. Seems pretty bizarre. Christopher Lloyd gets pulled into a cartoon world that looks pretty bizarre to me. Could be funny. Ben Stein is in it. How about that? Hmm. Should I play this one? Or should I play some more like Blackwell or Resonance or something? I don't know. Frankly, right now I'm just kind of like, whatever. Play the Amazon Queen. As Joe King, the pilot of the Amazon Queen, you must navigate your own fate in this point-and-click adventure brimming with fun-filled action. What began as a piece of cake job flying a sexy movie star, Faye Russell, to her next shooting location soon turns out to be a dangerous challenge. You must outwit your unscrupulous rival, the Flying Dutchman, and follow the plans of the evil genius Dr. Frank Ironstein. In the mysterious Amazon jungle, you encounter dangerous, temporal, fearsome Amazonian warriors and a powerful mad scientist intent on taking over the world. It's up to you to lead. It's up to you to deal with the imminent threat of world domination, but be careful, or this may be the last flight of the Amazon Queen. Classic point-and-click adventure based on the much-loved adventure films of the 40s. Explore over 100 exotic locations and interact with over 40 wildly individual characters. Witty dialogues packed with sassy humor will make you laugh out loud. Full voice talkie featuring the talents of Brad Lavelle, Tom Hill, Bill Hookins, Ann Reitel, Penelope Keith, John Coleman, Debbie Arnold, and more. That might be interesting. Just because I've never played it, and that was back in the day. I thought it was actually a was an indie, but maybe it wasn't. Play the Amazon Queen. I notice here, I don't know if you can tell it, but some of these pixels seem to be a little stretched. I think that's because of the aspect ratio of the pixels back in the day. This would be a good movie in the vein of like Indiana Jones and stuff. Flag the Amazon Queen, huh? Maybe I should try that. See if I can find anything about it. Okay, let's take this out. Flight of the Amazon Queen. Graphical point and click by Interactive Binary Illusions. Okay, released originally in 1995 for the Amiga using Amos and MS-DOS using C, and re-released as freeware in 2004. Used with Scum VM. This gameplay is pretty similar to the style of many LucasArts point-and-click adventures of the 1990s, inspired by Monkey Island, Indiana Jones, Last Crusade, the graphic adventure. Releases. He informed the publisher, resulting in the game release being delayed for several months. At the time, the game had been sent to disc duplication. It's already too late. She went to press. Apology. Screenshots for the issue came from the PC version, also against their policy. Amiga version had no voices, whereas DOS CD version was talkie, featuring full voice acting. The voice Temple Guardian was provided by British Access Penelope Keith. Actor William Hookins, and if I remember, Hookins was Porkins. And of course, he was in, like I said, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he was the police I forget, in Batman. And of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's one of the two government guys that come and visit Indy at the beginning of the movie. Right, Porkins. Also voiced a number of characters. Kind of too bad he's dead now, I think. But that's pretty cool. Also voiced a number of characters. Okay. Minigame. Okay, anyways. I thought it was an actual... See, I spent 41 minutes just deciding what game I was going to play. So I'm just going to go ahead and install this. Okay. Continue. I don't need a shortcut. And we'll see how long it takes. I kind of like their cover art. You know, that could have been played by what, Michael Keaton or something back in the 80s or the 90s, early 90s. If it was a movie. Right, with his baseball cap and bat and actually it'd be kind of cool if somebody made that into a movie now, because it sounds interesting. Anyways, I don't know how that game actually is, but I guess I'll see that here soon. What do we got? Why is it taking so long to download? Good old CD-ROM talkies. Like Day of the Tentacle was about 300 megabytes, I think. And this is back, I guess, when CDs, they didn't think it took that much. I heard that they had like a 600 to 700 megabyte capacity, and then but like most of the games that had the full CD audio, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's close this for a sec here. Programs. Play the Amazon Queen. Let's see if we can get a setup. Uh-oh. Well. Okay, so this might glitch out here for a moment. So let's, I guess I'm gonna try it. And you probably won't see nothing, or it'll probably mess up, but we'll see. I'll try to. I don't know if you can even see that, huh? I don't know if I can even see anything. I can hear something. Well, at least it's not glitching out on me. I can still see my IRC. I don't know if you can actually see this.
Well, King, you really know how to show a girl a good time.
It was just dinner and a movie. How was I to know that he'd get upset?
Big Hugh's got a thing about guys dating his girl. There's not much we can do now, Joe.
Well, Rita, how about one for the road? Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Sparky?
You know him?
Don't just stand there, guys. We gotta get out of here before Big U catches on. Too late. I'm one step ahead of you. Gentlemen, kill them!
Uh-oh.
Hey, watch where you put those hands, Buster.
Wait, she's supposed to sound like the nanny?
Get them, and I want them dead. This time. That was close.
I gotta hand it to you, King. You certainly know how to end the night with a bang.
Shoot. I almost forgot. I have to pick up Faye Russell, the famous movie star, in less than 8 hours.
I think you are seeing
Let's go, Sparky.
Will I ever see you again?
Only if you're lucky.
There's. So apparently you must be seeing this. Scum VM, I guess, knows how to handle it. So that's cool. The only question is, can we alt-tab out of it?
Wait here, Sparky. I'll go upstairs and get Miss Russell. Anderson, what are you doing here? And where's Miss Russell?
You fool, King! Did you really think that I would let you fly Faye Russell, the most beautiful actress of our time, into the Amazon jungle?
Well, yeah. I won the contract fair and square.
You're more gullible than I imagined.
Quit kidding, Anderson. I gotta fly her out before the storm hits. I got my plane all gassed up and ready to go.
Not this time, King. I will have the money and the girl.
But she's my favorite actress. Besides, if I don't get the money, I could lose my plane.
That's less competition for Flying Dutchman Airlines. I will fly Faye to the Amazon for her photo shoot, and I will get all the glory. Soon, I will rule the skies.
Hey, you can't do that.
I just did. Now try and get out of this one, King. See you later. I've got a plane to catch.
It's locked. My one chance to meet the most beautiful actress in all the world has just been shot down in flames. And here I am trapped in a cheap theater hotel in downtown Rio. Guess I should try and find a way out of here.
You know, I was asking about, like you can make a game for DOS, right? Let's say an adventure game, and you can run it through DOSBox. And you know, essentially program for DOS. And I was asking in the Scum VM forums if you could think about doing that, but instead actually write it for Scum VM, right? And somebody suggested that it wouldn't be useful for that, or wouldn't be good for that, or whatever. But this seems to handle close, use. Use bat. Is there a way to, I don't know, do I have to hit escape to actually don't know. Okay. F1? Okay, at least, well, F1 seems to go into your journal. Oh, I see. That's your journal? Okay. Talking. Wait, audio. Oh, that just has to do it, okay. Dialogue. Music. Okay, I'm gonna try to alt tab out. I'm gonna see if this errors out on me. Hopefully it will just... No, it doesn't seem to have a problem, which is a good thing. So that's cool. Apparently it's still running though, so unless I actually pause it. Okay, so let's pull this back up. Let's go back into the game. That's cool. It's really, really, really good. I'm guessing the journal is where you save, but I'm gonna have to go and check out the manual real quick. Why is that paused? I don't get that. It's okay. How do I view the manual? Okay, fine. Where's GOG.com? Where's flight documents? Let's go to the manual. Actually, I wonder, is there a pause button? Okay. Contents. English. Epilepsy warning. Television screen. Yeah, television screen. Joe King, pilot for hire, follows tongue-in-cheek adventures in the South American jungles. Circa 1949. Okay, arriving at a hotel in Rio. Scrupulous Dutch flyboy called Anderson is locked in one of the hotel rooms. Cheered Rob to take control of Joe. Play area, the top 3/4 of the screen, and the control area, the bottom quarter of the screen. You'll on occasion need to use both areas. Play area. Wait, let's... Page fit. No, not page fit. Page width. Walk, interact, use the mouse pointer. Command line control panel box. Strip between the... Okay. The control panel consists of a number of graphic images. Open, close, move, look, give, talk up, and talk to and use. Pointing the images will display the action names on the command line. The inventory box displays up to 4 of your inventory items at one time. Contains left and right arrows. You know, that's all typical. Simply point the mouse pointer at the object and press the left mouse button. In order to make Joe do your bidding, you must construct a command, right? Okay, that's alright, I can do that. Inventory, I can do that. Default. If you want to stop talking to the character, simply exit. Select an exit line. Number of keyboard shortcuts will allow you to restart or quit your game. Use your journal or select commands with the control panel. Opens your journal, allowing you to load or save a game or adjust music volume or text speed. Pressing the F1 key during the cutaway scene will skip it and go straight to the journal, but the cutaway can be skipped. F5 restarts the game. F10 quits the game. Escape quits through the cutaway sequences. Okay. Spacebar skips through text and speech. CD voice samples. Okay. She's very interesting. 1 to 4 selects the corresponding inventory item. On dial-in mode. Control keys. Okay, you need to tend to, let's see, we'll save your current position in the game by using your trusty journal. Press F1, function key, or look at, use journal. Make entry allows you to save the position in your current game, 100 save game positions, broken down to 10 per journal page. You can select a new journal page by clicking the letters. To save a game, first the type enter, make an entry. Read entry, this option allows you to load a previously saved game. Okay. Close the journal, give up, exit the game. Okay. This is a CD-ROM feature only, allows you to toggle the voice samples on and off. What's that? SFX speaker, toggle sound effects, text icon, scale, music icon, scale, information icon. Screensaver. Huh, it has a screensaver, I guess, huh? Look at everything you can, rule of thumb, pick up something. Huh. I wonder if there's a way of settings, because at least okay, so I'm gonna go, I guess, a little over my time. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I will here. So F5. Oh, I see. Interesting.
Wow, it could be a pirate chest full of treasure, but knowing my luck, it's probably full of linen. That doesn't seem to work.
Okay, open.
It's locked. This was my lucky bat when I played in the majors. This was my lucky bat when I played in the majors. Now ain't the time to be playing baseball.
What do you think I was doing here, buddy?
Hey, that dame is a guy. Sure had me fooled.
What's the point of that?
Hey, that dame is a guy. Sure had me fooled. Why the heck would I want that? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the handsomest pilot of them all? I've always had a thing for brunettes and blondes. Redheads too. It's bolted to the wall pretty good, but why would anyone want a radiator in sunny Rio? I can't move it. It doesn't seem to open.
Interesting.
The great Markham, eh? The only thing he made disappear was my girlfriend. The great Markham, eh? The only thing he made disappear was my girlfriend. This is the great Markham's trunk. Looks like he's been around, and I don't mean holidays. I could do that, but it'd be a waste of time. Sheesh, there's more metal here than in a Sherman tank.
Let's see if I can pick up the big curtain cord, because maybe I need that to swing out.
Why the heck would I want that?
He's reading Commander Rocket. Well, just bust the window, I think.
Not even my pal Sparky can hear me. This was my lucky bat when I played in the majors.
Oh. Use bat on window.
Now ain't the time to be playing baseball.
Who's playing baseball, dude?
This was my lucky bat when I played in the majors. Now ain't the time to be playing baseball. Why the heck would I want that? Now ain't the time to be playing baseball. Sheesh, there's more metal here than in a Sherman tank.
Well, this is great because I have no idea what to do here.
Now ain't the time to be playing baseball.
There you go.
Looks like someone left these here to be washed.
Can we move? No.
I can't move it.
Okay, pick up.
Wait a minute, there's something under here. I can see a room below, but it's too dangerous to jump down.
Okay.
There, that should do the trick.
Now, I don't know, maybe I should save it. Make entry. Let's call it joking. Oh, let's try it. Beginning. Enter. Okay, so I better just bail. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if okay, so okay. Now, before I go, it's 10:10, but before I go, I should check out, not that. Let's see, Flight of the Amazon Queen. Walkthrough, I guess. And really, I'm just looking for use the curtain cord, pick up wig, pick up sheets, pick up other sheet, sheet with other sheet, rope from radiator, radiator sheet rope, move the ladder. Oh, move the ladder to the left. Okay. So I just wanted to know if just starting out would anyways. Okay, so I am going to call it a night. And thanks for anybody who watched. I know I didn't really play much tonight, but I will go ahead and play tomorrow night, and we'll get going on the game. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later. See you tomorrow.